So we are now on to page 4 and 5, and you'll see I started introducing the white mat, so everything is double matted on page, so someone here, and there I have it the opposite way around. I probably should have double matted these, but it's a bit late, so we might have to do a white inside. So I've prepped a whole heap of page mats, and I'm going to work on page 4 and 5 together. So I'll give you these measurements quickly, and these are 4 3/4 by 7.5. That is the black mat. So you would land up with a page, well, with a photo that's probably a bit smaller. You could come in here and do a strip along the bottom on both sides. And it was only afterwards when I was thinking, oh, I didn't do this mat very well, did I? Not at all. It's a bit skew. Is that we could actually have flapped these, so put a sort of 1/4 inch on these two bigger ones, and so they could flap. Right, so I've got those large ones on the outside. Then on the inside I have done, let's do the size for you. The black is 6 by 6. And I'm just going to put glue on 3 sides. Pop that one over there. Pop this one, same as well, 3 sides only. I'm going to pop this one this way. Like so. And then these I am just going to glue again on 3 sides. And the same on this side. So you can see the lovely image, and that, so we can also tuck in some tags, because we've got a really nice tag die cut. So that's pretty much 4 and 5 in a nutshell. So I've reverted back to doing just adding the photo mat, and I can come back and do the embellishing. So on this one, you'll notice on this I've got quite a few big photo mats. This is 6 inches by 8 inches. Remember, you can also put smaller photos in here. So we've got a 6 by 8, and we've got 2 6 by 4s, and then I've also got, so the options are like this. You can either have something like that, so that you can see, alright, or you can bring these in here. So you've got 2 on one side, or you could even go with that. Okay, which I kind of like, because you've got a portrait, 2 landscapes, and then 2 littlies along the bottom. Right, so I'm going to go back to tape in case I want to change alter the direction at a later stage. Just going to put tape on the back. And I'm going to pause this video while I do it. So while I was doing the sticking down, the sticking on the back of these, I had a little epiphany. Such a big word for this time of the afternoon. And I decided that I would switch up so we could get a few more photos in. So I have a 6x8, I think. Best I check it. Yep, 6x8. 2 6x4s, and then I also have a 4x4, and I have 2 littlies thanks to the guy outside driving like an idiot, and we can hear him. So we're going to come in with that one over here, kind of centered. And then directly below it, this one, I'm going to come in with another, the 6x4 over here. We're going to come in with the 4x4. And then we're going to come in with the littlies on the side. So I like my stuff square. If you like to do things at angles, please do angles. You know, do you? I don't love angles. I find it quite off-putting. I like clean lines. So here we have the 2 littlies. Like so. So basically this page now is ready to embellish, so nice, quick and easy. And we're going to turn on over onto page, is that 6 already? Did I miss that? No, I didn't. Okay, so this is page 8, and while we're here, I wanted to do some pockets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my pencil. In fact, I'm going to turn this over. So you'll notice when I turned it that way. And I'm going to put a little line there, quite a big line actually, and a line there. And I'm going to do a line there, and a line there. And then what I'm going to do, right along the edge, I'm going to use a 6mm tape. Whoops. Okay, so sorry, you had a little interruption there. So I've done, now my idiot neighbour's driving loudly down the road. So I've made the mark, and then I've put tape on both sides, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it in the middle. Right. So I'm just going to fold that back. Like so. And stick down. So I've used the smaller paper pad and then the bigger one, and obviously the bigger one, it's the exact same paper, so we now have a pocket in there. So I'm going to do the same on this side. I've also already done the sticking down. I'm going to try and line it up as best I can. Right, so we open up and we've got pockets, little spaces on both sides, little pockets on both sides. So I'm going to leave that one there because we've got then space to now decorate. And then I will come back to those because I was busy doing that. So on this one I have cut, so page 89, I have cut a couple of different sizes. I have got a 5x7, and because I like symmetry, and then I have got, I think this is a 5x5, and this one could be a build up like so, or alternatively, I know I added extras while I was going, it could have two big ones. And the two smaller ones. I think I prefer that. I also like the fact that I've got a space there for journaling. So very quickly, just going to add tape. And to be honest with you, you could also have done something along these lines where you could have brought in something like that with a slight overlap. Okay, so let's just put all the tape on the back, and you'll see I'm not very careful. So I've just been trying to sort out my printer. It worked perfectly on Friday, and then decided on Sunday when I went to use it again that it was not working. So it's taken a huge number of hours for me to try and get it working again. Okay, I've got another variation on this now that I've stuck these backs down, where we could do something like that as well. So it's just a case of fiddling with various variations until you find something you like. And I still think my favorite one is having a 2 7x5s. On that side. I also kind of like the idea of having maybe a bit of rub on. Just remember to try and keep them level so that when your eye looks along, it's pleasant on the eye. I think I've put that one a bit too low. Oh, where did I get that one from? I don't think that one was supposed to be here at all. Oh well. We got an extra one. I think that's one's from one of the other pages that I've just, there we go. Quite like that formation anyway. Oops. Oh well, I've got an extra one somewhere. So I must have an extra small one somewhere, which would be nice because I think I could come in with a small one, and I quite like the idea of just seeing a little bit of this paper through there. Could also leave this for an embellishment. So that is page 8 and 9. So 8 and 9. Actually, page 1. Page 2 and 3, page 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 11, and page 12. And I thought on this one, while we're working here, on this one we're going to add, I'm going to put the dark side on first. Oh, that was not clever at all. Needs to go this way because there's the writing. I'm going to just stick it on. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Oh gosh. Okay, let's try and fix the idiotic thing that I've just done. Just put glue on the wrong side. And let's come in with that. Silly Billy. Going there, and then what I've done with these on this side, I've done the opposite of what we've had so far. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one because we're going to come back and finish that off, and I thought of having something that sticks out a little bit. And then on the back here, I think this is the one. Actually, no, this is the right size. I'm going to have to come in and add in a few bits and pieces. So okay, and I thought these would be on an angle. I'm not loving how I've done this arrangement. I did have it better before. I'm not too sure how I had it that it was so much better. I did have it better. I might undo it, take the glue, the double-sided tape off and unglue it. I'm not loving how I've got it placed. I probably should have started with that one and worked off there. Let's go back to this one, and we're going to quickly tape them. And we need another piece there. So I'm just going to pause this and take this back lot off, if I can find the mouse. Okay, pulled them off, and I'm going to stick them straight. Managed to get them off with very little damage, thankfully. I'm much happier with that. Okay, so just looking from the front, page, the inside cover, and we've got a little pull out. We've got a page there with some little leaves which we need to go and finish off. This would be fine if it was, if there was a photo there. I might just remove the tape so it doesn't get damaged. And this opens up. Need to do the finishing touches on this side. Onto here, finishing touches now, all the embellishing. Still need to put the photo mats in here. Photo mats on this side and the back. Remember, this all closes with a nice ribbon. Probably a bigger ribbon would have been nicer. Whoops, not doing very well with tying it, am I?